The XRP plays a significant role in the leak that may have just revealed the way money should be handled going forward. One employee of the European Central Bank has revealed the bank's top secret plan for the digital euro. This is among the most startling developments in cloud banking and cryptocurrency history. But it's not just the plan that surprises me. It is also made possible by the technology. According to the circulating claim, the ECB is not creating its own blockchain. Instead, the XRP ledger has been chosen as the foundation for its central bank's digital currency. Roads and buildings. According to internal calculations, for the system to function well enough for a deployment throughout Europe, XRP would need to be valued at least $50,000 per coin. It isn't a guess. According to ECB statistics, it is essential for conducting business. In any case, what does this signify for investors, bankers, Europe, and the global banking system? We will dissect that inside an hour. This leak is more than simply a tale. It significantly alters the way blockchain functions, utilized and absorbed. First, let's look at the image that was released. The document, which has the ECB's official seal, discusses a series of technical studies that compare various components of the digital euro's infrastructure. You may connect it to a public, decentralized blockchain, work on it independently, or utilize a different, concealed ledger. The XRP ledger was the only system that could manage large-scale, instantaneous, safe, high-volume transfers across nations. According to news reports, after the team conducted basic calculations and stress testing, just pause to consider the enormity of that. The note is, this business has existed for a long time. A think tank is not what it is. The European Central Bank is in charge of determining the best course of action for their currency's future. In more than 20 nations, this bank controls the money supply. The honest person claimed that it was simple to understand why. The XRP ledger is already in use by numerous banks and other financial institutions worldwide. It is open, quick, secure, and adaptable. XRP is the greatest option because it has been demonstrated to function well even when it is busy. However, problems with Bitcoin and Ethereum include being overly crowded, excessive costs, and excessive energy use. In the text regarding liquidity models, there was a line that caught people's attention the most. This isn't a forecast, it says. The ECB has no means of knowing what future prices will be. According to this group, before a digital euro can be fully utilized in retail, business, and interbank transactions, each token must have at least $50,000 in circulating liquidity. It is easy to understand why. Only a specific quantity of XRP is available to you. It can only function as money in this manner throughout Africa as a whole wants the value of each ticket to increase. When the value of each token increases, each exchange requires fewer tokens. By doing this, the system operates more quickly and is not slowed down by excessive supply-side pressure. Let's discuss why this price makes sense and why it matters at all. Although there are numerous methods for producing XRP, only 100 billion can be produced in total. This is due to long-term keeping, misplaced keys, and escrow. If banks in Europe handled daily transactions totaling trillions of euros using XRP, would require a symbol with a great deal of significance. This functions similarly to how gold functioned in the early days of money. It is a good deal to have small amounts that allow large amounts to run. XRP is now a digital reserve currency as a result. It serves as the foundation for a legitimate digital currency as well as a settlement token for specific lanes. Keep in mind that the ECB appears to have made its decision based on facts rather than conjecture. The question of whether or not cryptocurrencies should be permitted is still up for debate among many leaders and organizations. For now, Europe is quietly preparing, ready for the time when they can power their firm with one. The XRP system already exists, functions, and is connected to conventional banks, so you don't need to start from scratch. Time is another crucial factor. The answer is urgently needed across Europe. China's digital yuan is already available and is becoming more and more popular across Asia and Africa. However, US lawyers are still at odds about how to regulate security. In contrast, Europe is quietly assembling the necessary components to surpass them both and take the lead in digital banking. What does this signify for the majority of XRP owners? This validates your long-held beliefs that XRP will be utilized by actual banks, that it will be incorporated into national digital currencies, and that its value will soar. Institutions now support these concepts, and legislation may soon follow. A $50,000 XRP may seem absurd to those who are tasked with arranging Europe's financial future, but to them, it's only math. Without it, the system cannot function. When the main news outlets cover it, it will reach a level of dread never previously seen in this market. Forgive the pun, but it will be felt by everyone on the planet. While Europe transforms its monetary system to one that is more efficient, quicker, and less expensive, No one in other nations will do nothing. The US, UK, Canada, and Australia will face further pressure to adopt the same technologies. In other words, they risk falling behind if they don't team up with XRP after the ECB does. The tiles will shatter easily, not because it is a dangerous investment, but because XRP will always be worth more. Since it is a crucial instrument for global banking, the cost will increase. Furthermore, none of this is accurate. Although there is currently no evidence that the ECB was aware of the leak, it can occasionally be beneficial to remain silent. The ECB would not comment until after the European Parliament elections, according to the person who told on the board. The reason for this is that the incoming administration may be able to support a blockchain-friendly union. Following the elections, the public will be able to view the digital euro plan and XRP's contribution to its creation. What will you do at this point? First, acknowledge the significance of this. This is not just another tale of unproven links or applications. This strategy to employ XRP extensively is well considered. There isn't any coin that compares to this. Second, plan for the long term. You won't flip this over twice in a hurry. Making sure your family will be wealthy for many years to come is the goal here. As a result, XRP may become the most valuable cryptocurrency in history if this indicates that the $50,000 price target, which is based on operational modeling, is even marginally correct. Finally, don't fall behind. Keep an eye on the political developments in Europe. Keep a close eye on the ECB statements and the activities of the banking authorities behind the scenes. Act fast, since you never know when bad news will surface. In conclusion, this leak represents the strongest, most comprehensive, and most institutionally significant argument for the use of XRP yet made public. It is no longer a pipe dream to have $50,000 in XRP. Math has been utilized by one of the world's largest and most powerful financial firms to demonstrate that it may be necessary. This won't be just another altcoin, because the digital euro will be developed on top of the XRP system. We will examine the foundation of the internet banking system in Europe. The rest of the world will follow suit shortly. Get ready. Not to Benny, please. I am not a licensed money manager, so please keep that in mind. The content of these films is solely intended to be entertaining to observe. I always advise people to do their homework and consult experts before making any financial decisions. Thank you for listening. To show your appreciation for the video, please click follow and thumbs up. Additionally, make sure the notifications are enabled so you may be informed immediately when I upload new content to the next film. I'm thrilled to see you once more. Be careful.